You are cruising along and your car starts stumbling like it cannot decide how much fuel it needs, and then that dreaded check engine light ruins your day with a P2197 code. This code basically means your Bank 2 Sensor 1 O2 sensor is stuck lean, meaning the computer thinks there is way too much oxygen and not enough fuel in the mix. Whether you are driving a Toyota with those fancy AF air-fuel ratio sensors or any other 1996 or newer vehicle, the PCM is constantly trying to maintain that perfect 14.7 to 1 ratio. When the signal gets biased or stuck, the computer just gives up because it cannot correct the mix anymore. Bank 2 is simply the side of the engine that does not have cylinder number 1, and sensor 1 is the one sitting right between your engine and the catalytic converter. You'll definitely see that malfunction indicator lamp come on, and you might feel a loss of power. The causes range from a simple vacuum leak to a dead sensor heater or even a faulty fuel injector. One of my favorite pro tips, especially for Ford owners, is to check the PCV hose near the throttle body, because those things love to melt and cause exactly this lean condition. If you want to handle this like a pro, grab a scan tool and look at your short-term and long-term fuel trims while the engine is running. If you do not have a scanner, you can use a DVOM or digital volt ohm meter to back probe the connector and check for shorts. A really clever trick if you're on a budget is to swap the sensor to the other bank. If the code follows the sensor, you know the sensor itself is the problem. If the code stays on bank 2, you're likely looking at a vacuum leak or a wiring issue. Just make sure you stick with original equipment manufacturer parts, because these sensors are incredibly sensitive, and cheap aftermarket ones often cause more headaches than they solve.